Hello, this is Doc Martin. I'm traveling on today to Downpatrick in the country of Northern Ireland. It's a little cold here, kind of lost my voice, but I'm traveling on. I'm greeting you today from Patrick's grave. I'm right here in Downpatrick, Ireland, and I'm at the grave of Patrick. We think about him as St. Patrick, but really he wasn't St. Patrick. He's just a man, an ordinary man, but he was a real man. When people in America think about St. Patrick's Day, they think about shamrocks and leprechauns and turning the rivers green and drinking a lot of beer, but that's not what Patrick was about. Patrick was a real fellow that was born in Scotland in about 400 AD. Then when he was 16 years of age, he was kidnapped. In Scotland, he'd had a life of privilege, but he was kidnapped and brought to Ireland. And in Ireland, he was a shepherd boy. He lived a deprived life, taking care of sheep on the shepherd fields. But in those fields, he rediscovered his faith in Jesus Christ. Patrick became a believer. A little later, he escaped from this country, Ireland. He went over to France, finally made it back to his homeland in Britain. But over there in Britain, when he felt a deep call from God, he had a vision one night, and an angel spoke to him and said he needed to go back to the people in Ireland. Well, that must have been a very difficult thing for him, because those are the people that had kidnapped him and kept him in bondage for such a long time. But he made his way back to this nation of Ireland and planted the very first Christian church in Ireland. In fact, he planted churches all over Ireland. If you read Patrick's story, you'll find out he was a real man of God. In fact, he was a charismatic. He raised people from the dead, maybe as many as 30 people from the dead. There were miracles and healings that took place in his life. He was a real evangelist, preaching to the people in Ireland. What a great story. The great story of a man that was brought here as a captive, went away, went to his home, but he came back here and taught these people about the faith of Jesus Christ. Did you know the greatest disappointments in your life can also become victories? I think about Joseph today. Joseph was sold into slavery. Must have been a horrible thing for him to think about spending his life as a slave. But from that prison, God promoted him to be the prime minister of Egypt. Did you know the most difficult day of your life could be the day of your greatest blessing? I want to teach you today to take the stumbling blocks of your life and turn them into stepping stones. Take the curses of your life and turn them into blessings. Take the things that the devil means for good, or excuse me, the devil means for bad for you, and turn those things into good for Jesus Christ. That's the story of Patrick, and it could be the story of your life. Let your worst day become your best day. In Jesus' name. That's my message, and now I'm traveling on.